pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Tamer, please call the roll.
Palumsky.
Here.
Jensen. Absent. Toludo.
Here.
Cahill.
Here.
Nudera.
Here.
Park. Absent. Honquist.
Here.
Bastido.
Here.
Mulliner.
Here.
Brennan.
Here.
Verimas.
Here.
Deuter.
Here.
Dunn.
Here.
Hill.
Here.
12 present, 2 absent.
12 present, 2 absent. We have a quorum. We have a special presentation, item 3. So to start off with, I'm going to ask Principal Steve Davidson and President Nikki Kanzi to join me over here at the podium. All right, so this is a special event, and I want to start out by reading a proclamation I prepared, and then I'm going to ask if you'll introduce your athletic director and your team and make any comments that you'd like. This is a proclamation that states as follows. Whereas participation in and support of sports and athletic achievement is an important part of IC Catholic Prep's education in developing leadership, skills, and the creation of a tradition of excellence. And whereas IC Catholic Prep is home to the Knights varsity wrestling team led by Coach Jason Rentiera. I expected some cheers there from you guys. All right. Whereas the sportsmanship, dedication, and talent of the 2022 Knights varsity wrestling team led IC Catholic Prep wrestlers to qualify for the IHSA Class 1 individual state tournament and for the dual team state tournament. Whereas 5 IC Prep wrestlers, Nicholas Rentiera, Michael Cagno, Jaden Mims, Joe Gigliotta, and Isaiah Gonzalez advanced to the IHSA Class 1 individual state finals tournament and place at state in their respective weight classes. And whereas the IC Catholic Prep Wrestling Team is just one example of the many valuable organizations for youths in Elmhurst, they continue to represent the city in a fashion that is meaningful, healthy, and worthy of acknowledgement. Now, therefore, I, Scott M. Levin, Mayor of the City of Elmhurst, with great pride, congratulate the 2022 Catholic Prep Knights Wrestling Team on their tremendous achievements this season, and do hereby proclaim April 4, 2022 as IC Catholic Prep Wrestling Team Day. I think you know their names, but
I think I know.
help you.
All right, potentially. Hello, everybody. Thanks for welcoming us here. I am the IC Catholic Prep Athletic Director, Michael Fahey. I'm just going to do a little roll call, introduce everyone sitting there, and also the ones that aren't in attendance that made it downstate. IC Catholic Prep set a school record, and we sent 9 individuals downstate. We also made it to the quarterfinals of the dual team state as well. We won regionals and IHSA team sectionals too. So it's one for the history books this year. First individual state qualifier, freshman Andrew Alvarado. State championship in the 120 class senior Nicholas Renteria. Dom Gliata. Individual state qualifier Bryson Spalding. Saul Trejo Jr. Individual state qualifier in 126, Omar Samoya. Is that right? 132. I think Bryson Spalding was 126. Sectional qualifier, Nate Brown. 6th place in 145 weight class, sophomore Joe Gliata. Justin Grace went down as a dual team member, Marshawn Griffin went down as a dual team member. The state championship in the 182 weight class, sophomore Michael Calcagno. John Goggin, Vinny Gonzalez. The state champion in the 220-pound weight class, senior Jaden Mims. And second place in the 285 weight class, junior Isaiah Gonzalez. And also in attendance, thank you, Isaiah. Also in attendance is head coach Jason Renteria and assistant coach Mike Calcagno. I want to give a shout out to our other assistants, Joe Calcagno, Corey Stanley, and Matt Malvahill. Thank you.
Matt Mulvihill wrestled at Iowa State. He was kind enough to help my son at York. He did a great job with them. Jason's one of my students at Oak Park.
All right, so guys, the council would like to personally congratulate you. So if you
Mike works at
walk right around this way,
But I
you don't want to
have
shake
these
your
guys.
hand.
Mims was a
Don't be shy.
And a picture, a team picture, huh?
Then we're going to take a team picture with all of us. So just watch your step. I'll start with you. Congratulations.
I got it.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
There you go. Great job.
Congratulations.
Job. Nice work. Good work. Great job. Great job.
Congratulations. Watch your step here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Watch your
Hi,
step.
All right, Penn State. I'm a Penn State.
Congratulations.
Love that. Yeah. Good job.
Congratulations.
Hi, congratulations.
Thanks for coming. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Watch your step.
Congrats. All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Coach Cal. Congratulations. Watch your step down.
They won.
Congratulations. 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 And watch your step, please. Yeah. Congrats. Congratulations. Watch this step there. We've had bad experience. Yeah.
I was in Iowa like 6 weeks.
Iowa's a big, good program too, right?
And they were like, had like something with sports. They see me, I'll move over.
Strong hand? Oh, yeah. So the kid, the second kid in, the coach. Sure, that's where his brother, right?
Okay.
Clinch.
Very steady hand.
Yeah, no, of course, right.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. To the more mundane business. Yeah, you guys, you're welcome to stay if you want, but
Don't
probably
run out
not.
of the room.
There's a basketball game?
All right. Item 4, receipt of written communications from the public. Is there any member of the public that has a written communication they would like to deliver to the council? If so, raise your hand. There being none, we'll move on to public forum. Item 5, is there anyone, Clerk Tammer, who has signed up for public forum?
Yes, Mayor. Claude Pogwash.
All right. Mr. Pagash, if you'd like to address the council.
My name is Claude Pagach. I've been away for a while. I'd like to thank all those that send their condolences. Being away from the city council, you kind of lose track of what's happening in this town. And having had some time of late to think about it, I'd like to get some information. this council votes in general obligation bonds, all for worthwhile projects. I'd like to know just what the total dollar value of those general obligation bonds are and what it will cost to pay them off. Residents of this town, like any city, state, know what their mortgage is, know what it costs them for their loans. And I will agree that the general obligation bonds probably did much to solve the water problem in this town. It only took 900 people showing up here, but it finally got started. Whether it's complete or not, I'm ignorant of it. But I would ask if I can have that information. I know what my mortgage was and what I had to pay. I know what my loans were and what I had to pay back. But it seems like every time this council votes on general obligation bonds, it doesn't really indicate what the total, what it will cost our residents. And I honestly believe if you aldermen walk through your ward and ask the average resident what he has to pay back and what the volume of general obligation bonds, and that holds true for the school as well as the park district, they wouldn't have the faintest idea. And that, gentlemen and ladies, is unfortunate for them, and as myself. They were all good for, the money was all borrowed for good, supposedly good application. I hope it has been. That thing at York, well, I was away, so I don't know how that was handled, since the money was taken from there and it was still built. So I appreciate the time you give me. I wish there were more residents. But we have, unfortunately, developed a fate in our government that they're doing the things that are necessary for us. I hope that's true. You guys got a tough job, no doubt about it. You can't satisfy everybody. But there's got to be some lookout for that individual that you call a resident. Without them, we don't need a city council, because there wouldn't be a town. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Bogosh. Item 6, consent agenda. Clerk Tama, would you read the consent agenda, please?
6.1, accounts payable, April 4th, 2022, total $2,048,717.51. 6.2, report 2022 Explore Elmhurst Community Grant Program. 6.3, report amendment to liquor license class WBB and WBBS liquor license classification. 6.4, an ordinance granting a conditional use permit for the purpose of installing a pylon sign on the property commonly known as 856 North York Street, Elmhurst, Illinois. 6.5, an ordinance granting a conditional use permit for the purpose of installing a pylon sign on the property commonly known as 896 North York Street, Elmhurst, Illinois. 6.6, an ordinance amending section 24.05 entitled Additions, Insertions, Deletions, and Changes to Adopted Codes of Article 1 entitled General Provisions of Chapter 24, entitled Building Code of the Elmhurst Municipal Code. 6.7, an ordinance waiving bid and authorizing the execution of a contract between Aries Charter and Transportation, Inc. and the City of Elmhurst for services related, let me scroll back up. Services related to the 2022 Explore Elmhurst Express Trolley Program. 6.8, a resolution authorizing the purchase of 6 Ford Explorers for replacement of the city's police department vehicles and authorizing the disposal of 6 existing vehicles, being PD6, PD7, PD8, PD9, PD 15, and PD 19. 6.9, a resolution authorizing the issuance of a notice of award and authorizing the execution of a contract for the 2022 contract paving program, Project 22-02 for the city of Elmhurst, Illinois. 6.10, a resolution approving and authorizing the purchase and planting of parkway trees for the 2022 tree purchase and planting program in the city of Elmhurst, Illinois. 6.11, a resolution authorizing the issuance of a notice of award and execution of a contract for the city of Elmhurst 2022 through 2024 tree removal and tree trimming. 6.12, a resolution approving a collective bargaining agreement between the City of Elmhurst and the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police Labor Council on behalf of the Elmhurst police officers, Illinois FOP Lodge Number 81. 6.13, a resolution accepting the proposal from Microsoft Government Azure Cloud Services and approving a subscription agreement between the City of Elmhurst and Microsoft for the data backup and server services. And 6.4, a resolution to approve and authorize the execution of an opioid overdose prevention program participation agreement for the DuPage Narcan program between the City of Elmhurst, Illinois, and the DuPage County Health Department Hope Task Force.
Thank you, Clerk Tamer. Is there any alderman that would like to remove an item from the consent agenda, either to vote against it or for further discussion? Alderman Mulliner.
6.6.
6.6. Any other items? All right. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda minus item 6.6? Alderman Deuter, second Alderman Brennan. Clerk Tamer?
Palumski? Palumski?
Aye.
Jensen, absent. Toludo?
Aye.
Cahill?
Aye.
Nudera?
Aye.
Park, absent. Honquist?
Aye.
Bastido?
Aye.
Mulliner?
Aye.
Brennan?
Aye.
Remus?
Aye.
Deuter?
Aye.
Dunn?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent. The consent agenda, a minus item 6.6, is approved. Item 6.6, can I have a motion to put that before the council? Alderman Mulliner, second Alderman Bastido. Alderman Mulliner.
Do you want me to read it?
Yes, read the, sorry.
It's okay. An ordinance amending section 24.05 entitled Additions, Insertions, Deletions, and Changes to Adopted Codes of Article 1 entitled General Provisions of Chapter 24 entitled Building Code and of the Elmhurst Municipal Code.
All right, I think we're going to get into a procedural morass, but Alderman Mulliner?
I move to table this to a date certain of April 18th, 2022.
All right, we have a motion to table till the date certain. All right. Being April.
April 18th, which is the next city council meeting.
All right, very good. Is there a second? Alderman Brennan. All right, discussion on, actually, I don't know if this has.
There's no discussion
No
allowed.
discussion. All right, so Clerk Tamer, so the motion is to table to a date certain.
I don't believe there's a vote required on a motion to table.
It just happens?
Yes,
I think you have to vote, otherwise how does it happen?
I'm looking at the attorney. I'm pretty sure,
I think I had
A
two
motion, you have to
aldermen
vote on a motion.
I don't think so.
something.
On a tabling, I don't think so.
Momentito.
Pretty sure I'm right.
Just call it on the table. Under control of the council. There is a provision. Regular motion to table.
That's lame.
It's not debatable. This would be.
It might have been voted.
To do it, we have to take a look at it.
So, yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Alderman Mulner, just, if it's a motion to table, it has to be adopted, otherwise it wouldn't be tabled. If you're looking at the council procedure whereby 3 aldermen may defer something, a ordinance, the passage of an ordinance till the very next meeting, that's a separate provision.
Then I would rescind my motion and change it to defer to the next meeting.
Well, let's leave it as a motion to table, if you like, because the request has to be in writing with
Leave it as
2
that.
aldermen signing before it's voted on. So let's leave it as a motion to table. We have a second. As I mentioned, it's not debatable, but it is votable. So with that, just so everyone knows, we're just voting to defer it. We'll pick it up again if the motion passes at the next council meeting. Any questions just procedurally? Not debate, not on the motion. All right. Clerk Tamer.
Palumski?
No.
Jensen, absent. Toludo?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear Alderman Plumsky's vote.
No.
No, she said no.
What is going on?
Point of order.
Aye, I guess.
Cahill?
Aye.
Nudera?
Aye.
Park? Absent. Honquest?
Aye.
Bastido?
Aye.
Mulliner?
Aye.
Brennan?
Aye.
Varimus?
Aye.
Deuter?
No.
Dunn?
Aye.
Hill?
Aye.
10 ayes, 2 nays, 2 absent.
10 ayes, 2 nays, 2 absent. The motion to table passes. Thank you. We're on to item 7, reports and recommendations of elected and appointed officials. Mayor Levin. Just 2 items. One is on Wednesday next, April 6th at 5:30. We will be having a Ukrainian Support Day, a day of remembrance, a day of giving. It'll be at Wilder Mansion. I think there might be just a clearing of the rain long enough to do it outside. It's an effort that the city of Elmhurst and the Park District, School District, and a number of other institutions are joining together to promote this. Since we put out word, the Ukrainian Consul General has contacted me, and he will also be attending. It'll be about an hour-long program. We'll have some residents making presentations as well. So it looks that Cassandra Schrepp, who is the lead from our city government, has informed me of all of the people who are going to be there. It looks like a really outstanding program, so I hope that some aldermen, and for those people, the public who see this, I hope you'll come out 5:30 on Wednesday evening. Secondly, I would say a majority of the aldermen maybe were in attendance last Saturday night when the Historical Foundation Director Oberg and his crew presented a couple of people with some awards for their outstanding service. It's always important to recognize those people and the support they provide to our city. Christy Blessing was one who received one of the Bates Award, as did former Mayor Marcucci. I don't think there's any more awards for him to win, but it was good to see them all, and I congratulate them as well. Thank you, City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. 2 reminders. This Saturday will be the 2nd Spring Cleanup Day. This is for that area of town that has their regular garbage service on Thursday. And then following April 16th will be that area of town that has their regular pickup on Friday. And then additionally, we are hiring summer employees in the Public Works Department as well as engineering interns. So if you can spread the word to your social network, that'd be great. Outstanding jobs for those. You have to be at least 18 years old to qualify. And as far as engineering interns, we're looking for those who are in college pursuing an engineering degree. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, City Manager. Any other reports or recommendations? Alderman Dunn.
Yes, just want to report, I'm pleased to report that at the last Fly Quiet meeting for ONCC, we voted on the rotation plan, the nighttime rotation plan. That's been in the works for several years now. And pleased to report that the more favorable rotation plan, it's termed Alternative B, was passed 10-1. So that I was actually quite surprised with the amount of support that they'd get, and I think that'll bode well at the full ONCC level when it goes to that commission for the full vote, probably in the next month or two. So, good news from as far as that goes. So we can sort of take a little step back. We're following that pretty closely and trying to come up with a plan. We're working with all the other communities that worked, and I'm happy to see that one passed.
Thank you. And Alderman Dunn, I thank you for your leadership on this effort. It's really served the residents of Elmhurst well. From the result, I'm kind of surprised that that was achieved, and it's probably the best that we could have hoped for. So thank you.
Sure.
Other reports or recommendations? Item 8, other business. Is there any other business to be brought before the council? There being none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Alderman Cahill, second. Alderman Honquist. Roll call.
Palomsky,
Aye.
Jensen absent, Toledo,
Aye.
Cahill,
Aye.
Nudera,
Aye.
Park absent, Honquist,
Aye.
Bastido,
Aye.
Mulliner,
Aye.
Brennan,
Aye.
Verimas,
Aye.
Deuter,
Aye.
Dunn,
Aye.
Hill,
Aye.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent.
12 ayes, 0 nays, 2 absent. We are adjourned. Thank you.